Friday, November 13th, 2020. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the singing of our school's alma mater.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alma mater, hail to thee, sons and daughters all are we. Sing ye braves of blue and white of our lasting loyalty, giving knowledge and service for the rest of our lives. In times of peace or in deadly strife, in the future, Williamstown High, memories of you ne'er will die, as we reach our goals in each heart exalts. Alma mater, hail to thee.
WHS will have Picture Day for in-person students during your gym classes. 11:19 and 11:20 for in-person girls, 11:23 and 11:24 for in-person boys. Remote students will have their Picture Day on 11:19 for students with the last names A through K, 11:20 for those students with the last names of L through Z. Any students who do not get their picture taken on their scheduled date can come on Saturday, 11:21, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Students should report to the theater lobby.
The next WHS TV and Film Club meeting will be Monday, November 16th at 2:30. Contact Mr. Meeks if you would like to join.
If you love anything that involves technology, including music production, engineering, filmmaking, CSI, etc., please come and join the TSA Club. The Google Classroom code is F2ZHXRE. Our next meeting is November 17th at 2:30. Hope to see you soon.
The WHS Varsity Club will have our next meeting on Wednesday, November 18th at 2:30. Contact Mr. Meeks if you are interested in joining the Varsity Club.
Now a message from Mr. DeStefano about hybrid classes that start next week.
Hello, Williamstown Braves. This is Mr. DeStefano. I'd like to take this opportunity to review some important information regarding hybrid instruction. This message is especially important for any student who will be attending in-person instruction, as there are critical health and safety measures that must be followed when you're in attendance. On Monday, November 16th, students who chose the option of attending school in person when we transition to hybrid instruction will begin their return. In order to help you prepare, we put together an outline of some key procedures. First, I'd like to remind you that the plans we put in place only work when the entire school community makes them work. Everyone must be prepared for the reality that we are almost certain to have positive cases of COVID-19. However, we may be able to minimize the number and spread of these cases by following the protocols set in place by Monroe Township Public Schools, the Gloucester County Department of Health, and the CDC. Your commitment to making this work is paramount to the success of our transition to hybrid instruction. I'd also like to emphasize that the health and safety of our students and staff members are always at the forefront. Those who disagree with or refuse to comply with the mandatory procedures put in place for this purpose should choose the remote-only option that is available to them. Following procedures must be followed by everyone to ensure the health and safety of all. Please keep in mind that new procedures may be implemented at any time due to a variety of factors. Schedule change. Students in attendance and students learning from home will both be following the hybrid schedule. The daily screening pledge must be submitted on the first day of a student's return to school. There is an expectation that parents and guardians will keep their student home and notify the nurse if their student exhibits symptoms explained on the pledge, is a close contact of someone who tests positive for COVID-19, or traveled to an area of high community transmission. Riding the bus. All students will be assigned seats in which they must remain. Face coverings must be worn at all times, and social distancing must be maintained. Face coverings must be worn at all times and be in compliance with the CDC guidelines. This means that they must be worn over the nose and mouth and secured under your chin. Gaiters are not approved, and neither is pulling your shirt or other clothing over your face. Please be advised that all dress code rules apply to face coverings as well. Please keep them school appropriate. Social distancing is something that we've all been practicing for months now. We will be abiding by the recommended 6 feet of distance between people. This applies to everyone, everywhere. We understand that some of you may live in the same household or whatever the situation may be, but it is not possible for staff members to keep track of those situations. So there are no exceptions to social distancing for anyone. Stay to the right when traveling from location to location around the school. You must also keep moving, no congregating. Directional arrows and tape have been put in place to help guide the flow of traffic and prevent students from crossing paths. You will notice directional arrows at the top and bottom of each stairwell also. Proper hygiene is an expected practice for everyone. Frequent hand washing is encouraged. Also, hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes will be located in every classroom throughout the entire building. Gloves will be provided in situations where equipment or tools may be used by multiple students. Assigned seating will be used in each classroom, and also in the cafeteria or other common area with seating. Seating charts will be developed and submitted to the nurse's office in order to assist with contact tracing. It is mandatory that all students only sit in their assigned seat. Breakfast and lunch will not be served while we are on the early dismissal schedule. Lunch periods will be used as a study hall. Students will have the option of sitting in areas other than the cafeteria, such as the courtyard, common area, media center, or designated classroom. Students are not permitted to eat in school unless approval has been granted for medical reasons. Water fountains and fill stations will be closed until further notice. Students are permitted to bring a water bottle to school. Water bottles should be kept in your book bag or away. Since masks must be worn at all times, students should ask permission to take a drink of their water when in class. Students should not drink their water when traveling in the hallways. At dismissal, students must continue to socially distance and wear masks as they exit the building, walk through the parking lot, and board the bus. I know we all look forward to a time when we're living without these restrictions. Until then, we must all continue to do our part for the good of the community. Please be safe, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, and have a great day.